It's been exactly 7 months using 2 different trading softwares, one, the Argos, and 2, the Dalio. If you're unfamiliar with them, they've been documented along this channel. The thumbnails look like this up above. To get up to speed, just click one of those to see how it's been going. In this video, I want to recap the month of July's performance and also show you a recap of year to date on both of those accounts. For context, the Dalio bot was started with only $9,900 and the Argos account was started with $100,000. Some more information on these softwares. The Argos uses machine learning, so it's adaptive to markets and how they move, so it's continuously changing its reasoning behind opening positions. The Dalio bot has a hedging mechanism, so it'll take long positions and short positions, hedging the open positions. Side note, the Dalio bot also has the gold digger attached to it. And what that means is it also trades gold alongside the basket of currencies that comes with the standard Dalio software. Automated trading has vastly changed the way that I invest, and I have become more and more of a fan of it the more I use it. Every single day when I wake up, I see my phone and it has executed dozens of trades without me even having to do any of that. I did none of the searching for the trades. I did none of the chart analysis, and I was able to sleep. I was able to have dinner, I was able to go on vacation, and I was able to spend time with my loved ones. Meanwhile, my trading portfolio was extremely active. In fact, way more active than I could have been if I was staring at charts all day. Automated trading is revolutionizing the way that people will invest forever. And as these softwares get more and more sophisticated, I think it's going to be the new norm. While baby boomers and millennials may be a little bit late to this, I think that the earlier generations, the up and coming ones, will be raised with only this type of environment when it comes to trading. And it's not that these softwares are new, it's just that people's familiarity with this technology is new. In fact, these softwares have been around for decades. And if you don't believe me, check out this video I made on the history of algorithmic trading. These softwares have been exclusive and reserved for the ultra wealthy in large institutions and funds. So typically, if you didn't have large amounts of capital to deploy into a fund, you normally wouldn't have access to these things. With Nurp, it makes it readily available for retail investors to try these softwares out in your own portfolio. In fact, if you're interested in starting them, I think Nurp is actually running some promo that you could even try it for $1. And the cool part is you could even use a demo account, so that way there's technically no risk because it's fake money. Now, enough of the rambling. Now that you have context on what I will be talking about today and how people can get access to it just by hitting the link down below in the comment section and or in the description, let me jump to the performance to show you how well my 2 softwares have done for me. Keywords for me, because I didn't do any of it, and yet there was thousands of trades taken on my behalf. This here is my Dalio software so far since I started it back in June of 2024. So it's been a little over a year using this software. I've done a total of 53% profit. I was up a bit higher, as you can see this large dip in the equity curve to the right. That was my first loss the account had ever taken. The reason for that is because the gold software scaled into multiple positions. And since this is margin trading, you need X amount in the account for it to scale into positions effectively. And unfortunately, since this is a smaller account size, I wasn't able to manage the amount of positions open, so I had to close some out and receive my first loss. That comes with the nature of investing, and that also comes with the nature of trading. In fact, if you were a day trader, you may never become profitable, and you may just be burning money in the pursuit of a dream that may actually never come to fruition, unfortunately. And that's part of the road that comes with investing and learning how to trade. Luckily, with automations, that could be expedited to being profitable pretty much immediately. Now, of course, past performance never indicates future performance, but theoretically, the moment I started this account, I saw profit, as the equity curve highlights here. Now, the average monthly performance is 3.18%, and my max drawdown was 25%. Some context on that loss before I go further into this as well. This loss was protected by a stop loss. So the cool thing is, regardless where I was, I can't remember, I didn't have to actually close out any of these positions. The software automatically closed out the positions. I have my stop loss at 30%. So if trades go against me by 30%, automatically the software will close out those positions, saving my equity in the account. Now that you understand how stop loss works and how it can be embedded into your software, let's go deeper into the performance. The balance in the account is $15,501. And as I mentioned, the deposit was $9,954. The highest the account got to was $17,957. And if I scroll down over here, we can see how many trades were executed during that time. It took a total of 3,295 trades. And the profit factor is at 1.29. The profit factor is one of the most important things to address when looking at a software. Anything above a 1 is considered fair. The higher the number, the better. Anything below a 1, you typically want to stay away from because chances are you're probably going to lose money. And the reason being, the profit factor basically, in layman terms, means for every dollar that is at risk, you have the potential to gain X. So if your profit factor is a 2, you have the potential to gain $2 to your $1 loss. So the higher the number, the better. The profitability on this software has been 76%. So out of the 3,295 trades, it's won 2,499 trades, which is absolutely insane. It's only lost 796 of those trades, which represents 24%. And if we scroll down to the bottom, I can show you the month-to-month performance for 2025. Start off 2025, in January, we did 11%, followed by an 8% gain in February. And then we took our first small loss at 0.58%, not even 1%. And then in April, we did 3.61%. And in May, where we experienced our biggest loss, we took an 18.70% loss. In June, we recouped 6.66%, and now in July, which we still have a couple of days left, it is sitting at 5.88%, which has offsetted that loss. If we check out 2024, in June, there was no trades because by the time I opened up the account, the month was over and there was no trading days. In July is when the first trades started happening, which gave us 0.63%. The following month was August, and we did 8%, then followed by a 5% gain. And then in October, we did a 9.77% gain. In November, we did 4.56%. And in December, we did 2%. And if I was to check the year-to-date performance, this year so far, it's done 14.61%, which is a total profit of only 1,948%. Now, enough of the boring small numbers. Let's go to the bigger account, the Argos. Now here's my Argos account. Since starting it in December 20th of 2024, with a deposit of $100,000, it's done a 28.54% gain on the account. The average monthly gain has been 3.54%, and its max drawdown that it's ever experienced is 15.52%. So far, this account has done $28,437 in profit and has yet to take a loss. Since opening up the account, it's done a total of 11,800 trades, and its profitability on that has been 67%. So out of 11,800 trades, it's won 7,948 trades. I don't think any human alive can accurately take over 7,000 trades. It's lost a total of 3,852 trades, which represents 33% of the trades taken. Its profit factor is 1.32, so it's a little bit more profitable than my Dalio software. And if we scroll down to the bottom, for 2025, in July so far, we've done 1.52%. Aside from May, which I'm wrong, we did take a small loss. It was 0.77%. January, in the beginning of the year, we did 4%, followed by a 5%, then a 3.99%, and then an 8.48%. Then we had that small loss of less than 1%. And then in June, we did 3.80%. And in July, we did 1.52%. Year to date, this account has done 28%, which is a total of $28,739 in profits, all of which took none of my action. I had to execute 0 of those trades. In fact, a large portion of this year, I've gone on several vacations, and I don't think I've looked at any trades and entered any trades, but yet I took over 11,000. This is the power of automated trading. And if you're interested in software like this, you would hit the link in the comments so you could book a call to see how you could potentially get access to a software like this to allocate some of your portfolio to automated trading. And if not, you're just interested in the finance news that I give and the updates on these accounts, subscribe so you don't miss another video. Thank you.